The long-running hit series NCIS has enjoyed a very comfortable run since 2003, and to this day remains one of the most watched shows on TV. The series explores the cases of the Naval Criminal Investigation Service's Washington, D.C. Major Case Response Team. So stay tuned and don't go away, because we're revealing NCIS Easter eggs that change the show. You do not want to miss this. First up, what are some things that fans probably don't know about NCIS? Well, you're about to find out. For nearly 20 years, NCIS has entertained audiences with intense, nail-biting cases. Throughout the years, the team led by Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs has tackled some of the most absolute toughest cases. For those of you who don't know, any criminal investigation that has to do with U.S. Navy or Marine Corps personnel falls within the jurisdiction of the Naval Criminal Investigation Services, or NCIS. So when such cases arise, it falls to Special Agent Gibbs and his highly skilled agents to crack the case. One of the things that many fans of the show may not be aware of is that NCIS is actually a spin-off of JAG. The first Easter egg we'll look at is the fact that Special Agent Gibbs makes frequent references to actor Mark Harmon, who plays Gibbs. Depending on when you were born, you may not realize that Harmon was everywhere in the 80s and 90s, and NCIS writers make a ton of references to Harmon's former projects. For example, in an episode titled Chained, Gibbs keeps receiving calls about a VW bug for sale. Fed up with the caller, Gibbs says, "Do I look like someone who would drive a bug?" This Easter egg is a reference to the time that Harmon played infamous American serial killer Ted Bundy in The Deliberate Stranger, a TV miniseries that aired in 1986. And in the NCIS episode titled Blowback, Gibbs struggles to solve a crossword puzzle and asks Agent DiNozzo if he knows the name of a TV drama that has only 8 letters, to which Tony responds, "Say it elsewhere." This is an Easter egg reference to the series that Harmon starred in as the character Dr. Bobby Caldwell from 1983 to 1986. Did anyone else notice that Say It Elsewhere has more than 8 letters though? I don't know about you, but I count 11. Next up, is there an Easter egg involving actor Polly Peretti? You bet. The lovable and always stylish forensic scientist Abby Sciuto, played by Polly Peretti, was with NCIS for 15 seasons. Polly Peretti got to put her real-life forensic experience to the test. With a bachelor's degree in psychology from Valdosta State University in Georgia and a degree in criminal science from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York, Peretti was able to bring an incredibly realistic authenticity to the character that perhaps no other actor could. While living in New York, Peretti discovered her love for acting and put her master's degree on hold. Most of her interests, including a love of fashion, were also worked into Abby's character on NCIS. That's really cool. In any successful film and television project, character authenticity is key. Another Easter egg that many fans have missed is known as the infamous DiNozzo head slap. What you may not realize is that the slap was actually real. Actor Michael Weatherly had just broken up with his real-life girlfriend when he started playing the character Tony DiNozzo on NCIS and was 31 years old. DiNozzo was separated from his former fiancée Jessica Alba, and he developed a reputation for being a ladies' man on set. Supposedly, while shooting an episode, Weatherly was flirting with a young female extra, and Mark Harmon didn't appreciate it. Harmon then approached Weatherly and smacked him upside the back of the head, and it was all caught on camera. Apparently, the producers loved it and decided to use it in an episode. This was a defining moment for Gibbs and Tony's relationship, and the smack was flashbacked numerous times throughout the series whenever Tony said something that Gibbs didn't like. Up next, did aspects of Mark Harmon's personality spill over into his portrayal of Gibbs? Let's find out. Although Harmon is generally more pleasant than the tough-as-nails character Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs that he plays on TV, like Peretti's character Abby, there are many aspects of Harmon's personality that were worked into Gibbs' character on the screen. For instance, Harmon's father was a real-life World War II U.S. Army Air Force pilot, and so is Gibbs' on the show, so that's a big commonality. Also, when Harmon was young, he became interested in carpentry, and his affinity for woodworking was passed on to Gibbs. Actually, most of the tools that Harmon uses in the scenes when he's working on building boats down at his woodshop are all his. Another Easter egg has to do with actor Cote de Pablo. De Pablo, who plays Mossad officer and linguist Ziva David, was trained as a linguist in real life. Ziva is an important liaison to NCIS and is an expert in at least 6 languages. But Ziva is not just an invaluable asset to the NCIS team for her linguistic skills, she's combat proficient with weapons and hand-to-hand combat. Playing an Israeli Special Forces veteran isn't easy, so there was a lot of preparation required on De Pablo's part. De Pablo had to work with the Hebrew dialect for the scenes where Ziva needs to speak Hebrew and was trained to speak other languages as well. Ziva was known for being something of a prodigy when it came to languages, so De Pablo had a lot of difficult work cut out for her. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're revealing more hidden Easter eggs. Up next, is there a hidden Easter egg in Tony DiNozzo's family fortune fiasco? Let's take a look. As you know, Special Agent Tony DiNozzo never had the best relationship with his family. Tony's father, in particular, never approved of his career. This is very similar to the character Weatherly played on Dark Angel alongside Jessica Alba, Logan Kale. Both characters were cut out of their family fortunes when they pursued their own life paths and career goals. But what you probably didn't know is that in real life, Michael Weatherly's father cut him out of the millions that he made importing Swiss Army knives when Weatherly decided that he was going to be an actor. The hostility and resentment between the two men give the scenes between Tony and his on-screen father a ton of emotion and authenticity. But let's move on to Ducky and the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Easter egg now. Actor David McCallum played medical examiner Donald Mallard in the series since it first aired, and offered his professional advice to the team on everything from psychological evaluations to autopsies. He's known for his sense of humor, his cool bow ties, and eccentric style and flair. In one episode, Kate asks Gibbs what Ducky looked like when he was younger, and Gibbs replied, Ilya Kryakin. The comment is a reference to the show The Man from U.N.C.L.E., in which McCallum played Agent Ilya Kryakin. The role was reprised by Arnie Hammer in the 2015 film starring Man of Steel actor Henry Cavill, and Mark Hamill often called McCallum Ilya while on set. Up next, what about Gibbs' garments Easter egg? Let's have a look. When Harmon's not playing the part of Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, he's known for organizing philanthropic charity events, doing toy drives for naval families, and routinely making appearances for foundations that provide aid to veterans. Harmon's kindness is one of the reasons he has so many fans, and it's not only because of his on-screen portrayals. Some veterans have even sent Gibbs their old armed services t-shirts as gifts. When Gibbs is down in the basement working on his boats, he often wears t-shirts from Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and the Air Force. Another little hidden Easter egg that fans probably never knew about is known as the recycled footage Easter egg. In the early seasons of NCIS, footage from aerial views of an aircraft carrier under the Golden Gate Bridge was used. But what you may not have realized is that this was actual footage from the 1988 film The Presidio, which was an intense cop thriller starring Mark Harmon. In The Presidio, Harmon plays ex-military policeman Jay Austin, who investigates the death of his former MP partner at a military base and tries to track down those responsible. And that wasn't the last time Harmon played a former military character. In The West Wing, Harmon played Agent Simon Donovan, a role that caught the attention of Donald Bellisario when he was casting the character of Special Agent Gibbs. Finally, let's talk about two NCIS Easter eggs that fans might have missed that have been in front of their eyes the whole time. If you've ever paid attention to the desk decor in the NCIS squad room, you've probably noticed that the personal tastes and hobbies of the main characters find their way into their professional lives. And if you look closely at McGee's desk, you'll see posters from the electronic group Venetian Snares. This is a band that actor Sean Murray happens to love as well, and the character Ellie, who joined the series in season 11, has a desk area fully decorated with Oklahoma State University spirit gear, and the trinkets range from pendants to class pictures. Actress Emily Wickersham, who plays Ellie, was actually a student at Oklahoma State University, and this was her way of giving OSU a shout out. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching.